Well, thanks, Noel and Paul, and I'm so pleased to see the lights on here. Now, I'm not here to check on our investment as one of the key stakeholders. I'm here to celebrate the great success of the mighty Snowy. And can I also acknowledge the state and the council colleagues who are here. It's wonderful to see you here. And of course, the men and the women who have been part of the Snowy story. And thank you so much for gracing us with your presence today. Well, today we are here to celebrate Australia's largest industrial development and to place the Snowy scheme as the 107th place on the National Heritage List. This is a very exciting announcement because the Snowy scheme represents the innovation, the big thinking, the big ideas, the big vision that Australia is capable of. Back in 1949, Prime Minister Chifley and the Leader of the Opposition, Robert Menzies, came together across the political divide to think about the future energy needs of our country. And what they did by agreeing to go forth with this scheme was to build over 25 years a remarkable engineering feat. Some 100,000 people from 30 countries came together. And now we have the mighty Snowy providing 1/3 of all the renewable energy that is provided to Australia across the national electricity market.
3 cheers.
Here, 3 cheers for that, exactly. And to think that on the National Heritage List, we will now place more than 4,000 square kilometres, 15 dams, 9 towers, 1 pumping station, and that beautiful mountainous area which will now be protected, preserved, promoted for future generations of Australians. And these gentlemen in the front row know all too well how Australians and migrants came together as one. And those migrants became Australians when they helped be part of this nation-building project. And in the Federal Parliament, some of my colleagues have a unique linkage to the Snowy scheme. My good friend Angus Taylor is a descendant of Sir William Hudson, a great Australian who I'm told by these gentlemen was offered to go to Canberra but preferred to be here with his workers. Not a bad thought, I would have thought. No work gets done in Canberra. And then, of course, my good friend on the Labor side, Ed Husick, somebody who is the son of migrants from Bosnia. And his father worked on the Snowy hydro scheme. And this gave them, these new migrants, many of whom were only months or years before in conflict with each other, or their countries from which they came were in conflict with each other. And they picked up the tools and they worked on the same team here in Australia to make history. So I think this is a wonderful occasion. It is something we should celebrate. The whole of Australia should know about the success of the Snowy scheme and how today it is still a beating heart of our energy system. And of course, we strongly support more renewable energy across Australia as we reduce our emissions and be part of international targets. And the beauty of hydropower is that it is baseload power and it can be provided 24/7. And this scheme has helped make it happen in a sustainable way, in an economically successful and effective way. So thank you, gentlemen, for the invitation to be here. Today is something surely that we celebrate, and for now and into the future, the Snowy hydro scheme will be an important member of the National Heritage List. Thank you very much.
This is the three generations working on the Snowy, and that is my father and my mum,
for my 2 weeks'
and
work
then my son,
in 1959.
Ronnie, and myself.
Second year
Dad
engineering.
had an interview
What an inspiration.
in Hamburg. When
What
we
a
were still
privilege.
in Germany, of course.
I came from the other end of the
and
Snowy
anyway, he
River
sat us
down
down
in
and said,
Victoria.
"Look, I'm going to
on a farm out
see if I can
from
get a job
Orbost.
in Australia."
And my father
we all for it. And
at the farm.
so that was my sister, myself,
So wouldn't
my
it be
mum.
wonderful if they could do something about
we said, yeah,
stopping
it'd be an
these bloody
experience.
floods? If
That was
every
in
snow
June.
melt,
By
floods
September,
would
Dad
come
was
down
on the
and cover the
Scorpion,
crops and
the ship
so on.
coming to Australia.
It was difficult for them.
When I first came
then
to
when the
Cooma,
Snowy scheme started,
I was only 18.
he was one of the ones who
and
was
I had
invited
not seen
because
him
at the time
migrant.
he was a shy
And
president.
suddenly there were
And
more
when he
migrants
returned,
here
I
than
know his
anything
eyes
else.
were still big.
However,
like this,
it
and he
was
said,
not long
"They're
before
going
we
to
were
put
working
tunnels
with them,
through the
shoulder to
mountains,
shoulder.
and they're going to take."